I'll go back 13,000 years just to give you an example. At the heart or genesis of Celtic mythology, it is said that a strange people who lived there in Hyperborea, due to a problem that occurred 14,000 years ago, came down, stayed, in quotation marks, reuniting or reorganizing from the great Hyperborean disaster. They went down as far as the north of Ireland, the north of Scotland, in Siberia, where Alaska is today, and they created nuclei, and this nucleus created in Ireland is called Tuatha De Dannan. And the Tuatha De Dannan, when they arrived in Ireland, already found other beings there, Nemedians, Partholans, and none of them are human. They are beings who, from the history that remains, this history shows that these beings are not human. However, about 13,000 years ago, an interesting fact occurred. The Milesians, which is a tribe of Homo sapiens, already rationalized, who lived in northern Spain, where the Basque country is today. The sons of Miles, that is, the Milesians, went up to Ireland and met these Tuatha De Dannan. It would have been the first objective encounter between non-human beings living here on Earth and human beings. Then the Tuatha De Dannan said to the humans, we have knowledge that because of the problem we have of understanding, we can't understand. But you humans, whose origin is, in quotation mark, special, you know how to discern error. You know how to perceive the truth, so keep this knowledge. Try to study and understand what's going on with reality, and we'll accompany you from another level of that reality. Because you know how to do this and we don't. When Pythagoras, around 2,500 and 600 years ago, said, humans, whose race is divine, possess the ability to distinguish falsehoods and grasp the truth which sets them apart. He implied that no other beings in this universe possess this capability. What do? They strive to comprehend the intricacies of their worlds. From the perspective of both Celtic mythology and Pythagoras himself, humans greatly represent the last species to emerge in the 13.5 billion years of the history of this universe, and for this reason we have emerged with a sagacity that allows us to decipher reality and built a moderate degree of knowledge about things and concepts. This is something that other species that came before humans cannot do. If this is true, and we're excluding the notion of belief entirely, so we have to deal with possibilities. But if this is true, and the mythologies all point to this, we would be the only beings in this universe, and also of the neighboring universe that makes up this creation initiated by the Big Bang, which generated matter and antimatter. We would be the only beings who, even with all our faults, but still as monstrous, bestial, rude, crude as a human being can be, but we can also be wonderful. Humans can give their lives for someone, and we can try to understand with our critical sense if that's true. That would be the explanation for why everyone is coming down on Earthlings, and the process of Earth's cosmic reintegration is being pushed by these circumstances. By various civilizations that want human beings to be reintegrated so that they can get in touch with humans and do something similar to what the Tuatha De Dannan did 13,000 years ago. Our DNA is like that, but we don't know how to understand why it is like that. You humans, in studying our DNA, could you help us understand? What's being said is exactly what I'm saying here. What's being said where? In this circuit of cosmic gossip. The reintegration of the Earth to the cosmic coexistence is a despairing factor for those other civilizations that would need the assistance, the human critical sense associated with our capacity to love and to give without expecting to receive. And about cosmic reintegration, it is expected that humans will give much of that kind of knowledge that we can organize as an adult understanding to these beings, and receive technological information from them. Because they, in terms of technological progress, as they are not isolated, they exchange technology, they evolve. And we were lost here in the age of chipped stone, polished stone, the age of metals. In other words, our evolution is very slow. That was until the Second World War.